King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 3 video. And in this one, we are continuing the tiebreaker. This is 2 out of 3 sets. And our first set was Gen 1. We watched Amp play. We had a great time with that. We ended up winning, so now we're getting the privilege of watching our next player play in Gen 3, Jisoo. Jisoo? I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But we've got Dodrio versus Lunatone here. This is Gen 3, so like I used to play it a decent amount. I might have even been our Gen 3 representative a couple years back, but we'll see what happens here. xGangg is really quite good. Ended up with some great moves in the original quarterfinal, not in the tiebreak, and took it down. So we'll see if we can come back here. Put to sleep first turn. Kind of tough. I don't know. Polytoad could be a sleep talk set. Not nearly as popular in Gen 3 as it is in Gen 2. Thank goodness if you saw any of the Gen 2 commentary we did. But this actually still seems fine. I mean, Tentacruel can't do a ton to us, though also we can't do a ton to him. So not super sure what he might want to do here. Maybe he has Sludge Bomb, but that might do a quarter. Maybe Polytoad's pretty thick. Tentacruel doesn't have a lot of special attack after Gen 1, so we'll see what we decide to do here. Yeah, I'm not as good with move sets in Gen 3, so the commentary might not be quite as good, but the positioning we can still try to figure out a little bit and be alright with it. Regice comes out, beautiful choice. Oh wow, that did a surprising amount. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's because Sludge Bomb is still a physical attack in Gen 3. Something that I'm like so out of it because if they're not Gen 1 sprites, I just assume they're far enough along that everything, all the updates have happened. So, but we're getting back into it. An okay paralysis there on Ariados. Ariados is a little worrisome because of the damage it can do on the physical side. It probably, with the poison, could get this Regice, so gotta switch out. Aggron's an amazing choice, but the baton pass there, perfect, and the arena trap, even better. We're in bad shape here, but if Dugtrio is choice banded and has to go for Earthquake, yo, amazing Aggron. Amazing survival. And you're looking and you might be like, oh, sturdy, well that's how it survived, but no, in Gen 3, sturdy just means one-hit KO moves can't KO you. You can still get knocked out in one attack. I'm going to try to save this Aggron because it does handle the Ariados, so Polytoad's a great switch in here. Wow, but I'm so curious. I'm going to have to look that up. Yo, that was great. Get a little leftovers recovery. Switch back out to Polytoad if I'm you here because, again, I want that Aggron. It's such a good wall. It's sometimes an impenetrable wall. Tentacruel's 209, Dodrio's 201, excuse me. Nice water absorb there. Again, when I spoke earlier, I said Sludge Bomb wouldn't do a ton to us. I had forgotten that it was on the physical side, so it might do a decent chunk to Polytoad. But I think we stay in with Polytoad here. And I think if you're xGangg, you just click Sludge Bomb again, because why not? We might not have anything faster than Tentacruel. It could be a bit of a problem. But we'll see. Chat's getting hyped. Steelix on the Sludge Bomb predict. I don't know what the end game here is, though. Maybe we one-shot with Earth. Maybe he did... maybe we did some calculations here and realized that we don't get one shot by Surf, and we one shot in return with Earthquake. It's possible. If that's the case, go for it. Ooh, but predicting the switch to Lunatone on the Earthquake there, now that probably will activate the Guts ability for Heracross. And if Heracross happens to be Scarfed, but I don't think that's true yet in Gen 3. Yeah, he's probably banded. So I'm going to sacrifice Aggron here, I think. Because we have Steelix in the back, we don't need both Steel types. So that's what I'm going to do. Sacrifice Aggron and go into Dodrio, who will probably one-shot the Heracross, I'd imagine. Drill Peck, yeah, Brave Bird's not a thing yet, I don't think. Oops, wrong tab. Oh, a nice little Protect on the Brick Break, so we get a little more chip and see what attack Heracross is probably locking into. But I still think sacrificing Aggron's the way to go here. Gotta say, I'm blown away on both sides here by the plays, the reads. I'm gonna check out a few things while we have the time. Steelix versus Tentacruel. Right, Hydro Pump gets him, but Surf wouldn't. I also wanted to check out Dugtrio versus Aggron. Earthquake, okay. So good chance, but not guaranteed. Yep, so we do sacrifice the Aggron and hopefully come out with the Dodrio here. You'd expect then the Lunatone to come out. Oops. And Drill Peck does a decent chunk to Lunatone too, so... Oh, the Steelix came back out? Well, I'm very confused by that. I don't know why you do that here. I mean, you could go for the Protect again. And Heracross versus Steelix might not one-shot him. Yeah, like doesn't one-shot him, so I guess you could be going for that, but... Whoa, he just clicked Double Edge. I have no idea what's happening in this battle. But right now it seems pretty even. Steelix versus Ariados is a favorable matchup for us. Last time we saw xGangg use Baton Pass, so Ariados is an agility setter. Could potentially go for the agility Baton Pass into Heracross and then try for a sweep, but not after these Earthquakes. Yeah, it has to go straight for Baton Pass. Draft Rig comes out. He probably knows HP Fighting. No, he knows Earthquake? Whoa, I don't know what the deal... Oh, well, he has a million moves. Earthquake's the only one I'd even be a little concerned about, though, right? I guess Psychic does some decent damage, but... sorry, I didn't look at Steelix's side. Earthquake does a bunch. I'm probably just going to click Earthquake. Just in case of the substitute, but he doesn't put up the substitute. We missed the Toxic. Kind of unfortunate. We're already in range for Tentacruel's Surf now, which is also really unfortunate. Because Tentacruel's our block here. Alright, we do get that Toxic. That's good. You'd expect Steelix to go for a Protect here, and so xGangg could try to switch into Tentacruel on a like risky predict, but instead Giraffrig just gets the Wish off, and now you more or less have to attack with an Earthquake just in case. Ariados comes out. Double Edge happens to be the better predict there because Heracross is coming out. but you can protect on this brick break. And you can just double edge now. Again, brick break doesn't knock us out. We saw it was around 70%, even with choice band guts. Exactly 70%, great. We could protect here, but Giraffe Rig's got to come back out, I would imagine. Because the wish pass is real. So I'm probably clicking Earthquake here. I mean, I'm assuming Steelix has done its job. I don't actually know what Lunatone can do to Steelix, but it turns out a lot. So, no, it just goes for the protect. Another correct call by US Northeast. Let's go. I guess switching to Politoed is pretty safe here if you want to save the Steelix. Because Tentacruel really can't risk going for Sludge Bomb. What do I hope our last is? I hope our last is like Absol. I don't know. Something that can really hit these psychic types pretty hard. Time for a little wake up. Okay, so that still only does about a quarter, so it is a 4-hit KO. And I don't know what Politoed could know for this Tentacruel, so let me just check. Could know Hypnosis. I mean, that would be pretty good. That's about it, though, so we gotta hope to wake up and put him to sleep here. Gonna try to play these games again to get the Water Absorb off. But Ice Beam is probably coming through here if I had to guess. No, we do get the Water Absorb off. Nice. We might be able to wake up and put something to sleep. We're not as fast as Lunatone. We are the same speed as Lunatone. Crazy. Okay. So, I mean, if we put Tentacruel to sleep, we're feeling amazing about the rest of this game. But boy, we are asleep for a long time here. Risky stuff. I don't know. I feel like it was worth it to stay in and try to wake up there. We've been asleep for 4 turns. Do you want to stay in with Steelix here? And just go for the EQ? Based on what you did last time? Nope. Oh, good. Get the Water Absorb again. Here we go with the Hypnosis. Nope, just an Ice Beam. Okay. Guess that's fine. Hypnosis, though, please. The Predict on the Steelix. And we're just continuing to go for the freeze here. Freeze strats are real, so that's fine. He gets our Steelix. That's unfortunate. With Claydol in the back, that's not great. We can take 1 Surf. I'm not sure if we didn't want to risk a Hypnosis miss or if Politoed doesn't know it, but I'm assuming we don't have Sleep Talk based on how that went, so, and probably not Protect either. I don't know, we'll find out. Lunatone's here, we Toxic it, which is great. It puts our Claydol to sleep, that is less great. I think switching to Regice there would have made a lot of sense because we're so specially defensive. I'm going to stay in with Claydol 1 time on the prediction that he's not going Surf into Politoed, and prediction that he's going Sludge Bomb instead. Ooh, this is a close one. Dodrio is faster than Giraffe Rig, which is good. We have Politoed at full health. You know, we have Regice, and it can take 2 Sludge Bombs, I think. Tentacruel's probably going to go Ice Beam here if I had to guess. Although there's no harm in him going Surf, right? He does go Sludge Bomb. That's a devastating predict. Gets our Regice, yeah. Dodrio, I mean, Tentacruel doesn't have good defense. A return from Dodrio could potentially knock it out with the Choice Band. Or with the 1.5 attack. If we're a return plus quick attack, it's possible we get him here. Are they both toxic? They are both toxic. Okay. Flail. Wow. That's pretty great, actually. Yeah, I mean, if we're also quick attack, we'll do some damage to Tentacruel here. But, I don't know. I mean, we need Hypnosis on the Politoed or a freeze from the Politoed. I don't know. It does look grim, that Tentacruel. Really tough. Actually, if Politoed is Rest Talk, we can outlast this Tentacruel. He's only got 6 Sludge Bombs left. So if we're Rest Talk, I also think we win. Please be Rest Talk. Oh, come on. We're not Rest Talk. Oh, man. Now he's gonna... I mean, what could we possibly be with this Politoed? No Protect, no Rest Talk, and no Hypnosis? Kind of crazy, right? Wow. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Just a tough set for the Politoed. You know, like, what are the odds that it gets none of the moves we needed it to have? No Protect, no Rest, no Sleep Talk, and no Hypnosis. So it could only have been Ice Beam, Surf, Toxic, HP, Grass. Brutal. Wow, that was rough. I mean, Tentacruel just walled our whole team. But we made incredible predictions. I don't know what more we could have done there. So we're here in game 2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess... Oh, you know what we could have done? Yeah. It was risky with the Regice, I think. We didn't need to risk that Regice. Where is he? Towards the end here. Here, on turn 41. We didn't need to risk the Regice. Losing Claydol, I think, made more sense. We could get the Paralysis, maybe, on Tentacruel. If he was paralyzed. If that Tentacruel was paralyzed, we had a good shot, I think. Because then the Flail comes out. But, alright, here we go. Quick switch into a fire type perfectly predicted by xGangg. Lugia takes that Surf without too much of an issue. Gets the Toxic off into a Spikes. Okay. Don't love that, but that's how it goes sometimes. Get the Substitute off into another Toxic on the Sableye would be pretty rad. Of course we miss, and we get thrown down. He could be Knockoff, which we wouldn't love, but we do probably have Recover. He also could have Toxic. Like, Swalot's probably a pretty safe switch out on this turn. Has a lot of health, so the Seismic Toss isn't terrible. blocks the toxic, but camera up comes out instead. Yeah, it also blocks the knockoff if sticky hold, right? So that's too bad. We lose our lefties, but what are you going to do as camera up here is the question. xGangg kind of has that choice. Predict the Fire Blast, go to Omastar, predict the Earthquake, go to Moltres. We get a huge crit Earthquake, but we are slower than Octillery, which is pretty unfortunate. Lugia, though, can handle the Octillery just fine, and it can finish it off with an Aeroblast if we want. I don't want to risk getting paralyzed or toxic or whatever else this Octillery might know, so yeah, I'm probably clicking Aeroblast if I have it, or Psychic or Earthquake or whatever Lugia might get in Gen 3. Ice Beam Thunderbolt, Earthquake Psychic, yeah. The coverage is great. Alright, so we just clicked Recover there, which is awesome. It was the right move. We do get the Toxic off, as he Toxics our Lugia. That's really bad. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't go Swalot either time on that Sableye, but that's how it goes sometimes. And now we go Swalot into Altaria. Probably it was Earthquake. Might be Dragon Dance. I think Swalot could learn Ice Beam. I just don't know if that's true in Gen 3. It is. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, Swalot's in pretty good position here. It can just Ice Beam away if it wants to. It could Sludge Bomb if it wants to. If I'm xGangg, I'm probably... Wow, there is no world in which I predicted Explosion there. So, I mean, beautifully done. I don't know if xGangg predicted the Explosion there. If so, he probably would have gone to Sableye, right? But he definitely predicted maybe the Ice Beam. Wow, can't believe that. Granbull's not faster than Omastar, so a little surprising that it came in there to me. I guess we were predicting the Moltres. Like, we must be scared of it. Must be scared of Moltres. This feels like a tough spot. Obviously, we don't know our whole team, so it might not be too bad, but... Alright, we do not get Octillery, which is great. Primeape is last. It is faster than Lugia, which is unfortunate. Camerupt might be expendable here because... Oh! He goes for the Rock Slide. Now, that was a lot of damage. That's Choice Band damage. I think. Because if he is Lychee Berry, which is what I expect, yeah, it doesn't do nearly that much. So that's Choice Band damage. The double switch happens there, which really surprised me because Granbull I thought was going to handle those rocks pretty well. But we get another double. And a double heal bell. Alright, pretty good stuff. Granbull might no toxic here. Just goes for the Shadow Ball, that's fine. So it probably doesn't know toxic then. And we're willing to sacrifice it. That's surprising to me, but Sableye probably has Recover, so we can safely attack one more time here. And then I'm thinking go to Camerupt, right? We want Granbull's Intimidate. It's a really good ability here. But we might be trying for a crit. Like, that crit would have been amazing. But we always stay in an Earthquake here. Again, crits are amazing. And then we go to Lugia to get the Toxic off, I suppose. Because for the substitute, it's going to be a Seismic Toss here. Now that xGangg has revealed to us that he is toxic, I think it's just Seismic Toss every time. But no, switches to the knockoff, which is great for us. We do get a Toxic off, and that's going to force Altaria to use its Heal Bell again. But it's kind of unfortunate because we're going to get knocked off there. Altaria can handle Lugia, especially Lugia with only one attack, right? Unless that attack is Ice Beam, we could be in some trouble. So we'll really hope that it's Ice Beam. Natural Cure is already Altaria's ability, so that's too bad. We do have more Toxics than he has Heal Bells, but between that Natural Cure and Heal Bell, he's probably in pretty good shape. So we do reveal Psychic as our only attack. We are faster than Moltres, though, so we could have gone for Toxic there. Chose not to. We do it here, which is an okay decision. We can set up the substitute again if we want. Do we go Corsola on the Altaria? Predict? Maybe? Not totally sure. Wow, our team's slow. You know, I saw that Octillery and I was like, oh great, it's as good as dead because everything's going to be faster than it. We get a huge freeze here on the Primeape. Really, really good freeze there. The Heal Bell would worry you, but 2 Surfs will knock out the Primeape from this range, so it just has to stay frozen for 2 turns. And if Altaria tries to come out, I don't know if it can handle a Surf plus an Ice Beam. Omastar probably can't handle a Surf from a level 97 Corsola. But it could hit us pretty hard with a Surf of its own. It could also try to just set up some more spikes. We got Lugia here. Oh, Hidden Power Grass. Yep. 2 Psychics will knock out Omastar, but you gotta be worried about the Sableye here. I might click. Oh, predicting the Altaria switch in. Perfect predict by Jisoo. Unfortunately, Corsola is slower than Sableye as well, but it has Natural Cure, and it has Calm Mind. Wow. Now I'm just clicking Surf a few times, and we might just win with a couple Surfs. And if Ice Beam did this, then Surf would do 45% times 1.5. Isn't quite 70, but it's pretty close. Yeah, he can't handle more than 1 Surf, and kind of needs Sableye to wall the Lugia. Moltres is still toxic. Omastar goes down to 1 Surf. Altaria to a Surf and an Ice Beam. Primeape to a Surf, so... But we probably have to switch out on the Omastar. Altaria comes in. Oh, this is great. This is really good. Just Ice Beam will knock him out. He's got to be hoping on the Primeape, but that was huge. The Heal Bell is gone. And we can go Shuckle here, I'd imagine. Or Camerupt. But Camerupt might potentially have Explosion and be pretty important. But you gotta switch out here, right? Corsola is so good against Moltres. Although I guess Moltres could have HP Grass as well. I don't know. Yeah, that freeze was clutch. Go out to Granbull to get the Intimidate off. That's a pretty solid choice there. Could hope that the rock slide misses, just go for an EQ here. We don't need the heal bell anymore. We are slower than everything on his team, so seems fine. We know the rock slide's there, so like Corsola can come out next turn and just click surf a few times. I think we might be able to outlast this. But if we switch out Granville, it's dead to spikes, so I think we just stay in. Could click Earthquake or Shadow Ball or Return. Any of those clicks is fine. Return might be slightly safer. Wow, we switched out. Well, we get to Toxic the Moltres now. I don't know if he also has Toxic for us. We go right out into the Camerupt. Whoa. Okay. Cross Chop probably knocks us out. Earthquake, if he has it, definitely knocks us out. I think we're sacrificing Granbull here to the spikes. No, we're going back to Lugia. What a predict. Yeah, I guess we're going Toxic, right? I don't see why not. He sets up the sub. Amazing. We can set up the sub if we want to, but we don't have to. Like, we could switch out. But I don't want Lugia to get Toxic either. So I guess set up the sub and then recover would probably be my play. Corsola would also be a good play here. But that was big. Getting that Toxic on Moltres was really big because of pressure. Yeah, Corsola does come out. I think that's a good choice. Especially if Recover is our last move. But if Moltres' last move is HP Grass, then we could be in a bit of trouble here. So we could double out to Lugia if you wanted to here. But we don't. We just stay in and recover up with Corsola. Nice. There goes the HP Grass. Get rid of the sub, but the damage is mostly done. Lugia is faster and can Psychic for the KO after the Toxic damage. But Camerupt comes out instead. I guess I'm just clicking Earthquake here with Camerupt. Because Moltres goes down to the Toxic, and yeah, you want to block against a switch in. So that lets Omastar come out for free, though. And I suppose I'm going Granbull here on the sacrifice. And then to Lugia Psychic. And hopefully the Psychic knocks out the Omastar from this range. Potentially also the Primeape from this range. But the concern... okay, no, Rock Slide doesn't get Lugia. So, barring a flinch, we should have it, I think. Although I don't know how much Lugia does to Omastar with Psychic. 27 to 32, so it's actually still scary here. 60, huh? Was that a low roll? I thought we did more than 60. No, I guess it wasn't terribly low roll. I think we might want to go camera up here. It's tough. We get flinched, we lose, right? So go camera up. It goes down. Shuffle can come out. And wrap. Could be good here. Maybe if we have spikes, maybe that, I don't know what Shuckle gets in this gen. Maybe Toxic. Yeah, Toxic, Rest, Encore, Wrap, that's it. So I guess Toxic is a fine play here. No, Wrap is great, and Wrap will finish him off, which is really good. And now as long as we don't get frozen, we should have it. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, we can't lose now. Psychic just knocks him out, so GG, we get the second one. Huge. That Corso was so good. Wow, that Corso was really good. All right, and just like that, we're into game 3. Whew. Just like that, we are into game 3. One win away from advancing to the semifinals. That would be phenomenal. Wow, yeah. As usual, though, I'm behind. I'm behind on every prediction here. I don't know what's going on. I'm just along for the ride and trying to make the best of it. So let's see. It looks like the last game has not started yet. Oh, that was a great one. All right, now it has started. Apom, not Ambipom, who was the destroyer of our quarterfinal with a huge payback crit. I mean, Double Edge does a bunch to area dose. I don't know if it one-shots it. And, like, if we're Agility Swarm, we might be able to strike back with a knockout if we just click Agility. Maybe. It doesn't put us into Swarm range, though. So maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, we just get the Agility Baton Pass into Dusclops. Okay, okay. I mean, it's still slower than Ambipom after the Agility. Hilarious. But I don't know what you want to do here. Earthquake? Will-O-Wisp? Hypnosis? You might be Rest Talk? Yeah, again, I've got no idea what Dusclops might know. Ice Beam, Substitute Focus Punch, maybe? Could be Rest Talk, could be Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that it could know. Goes for the Willow there. And then to the Seismic Toss. So based on Seismic Toss, I'm going to guess that we're Rest Talk. Relicanth comes back into the Seismic Toss. Well, I'm really hopeful we're Rest Talk now. Yeah, this gives us the chance to just rest up. Yeah, and just go on and Rest Talk here. Perfect first talk. If we get the same second talk here, we just knock him out when we wake up. Yo, amazing. Yes, amazing. Just a Seismic Toss and camera up goes down. would be phenomenal. Getting lit rolls. Was that a high roll from camera? Fire Blast 44 to 53. He got 47. So no. Jinx is here. We're slower than Jinx, unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. Dusclops is such a good wall, though, that I don't know if we want to let it go down here. But Jisoo does the calc and knows what's up. Couple of talks, no talks. Goes for the sub, okay. We got our own APOM here who has its own sub, but xGangg was well aware of the sub, wasn't going to go for the lovely kiss there. Might go for it here, but doesn't. We're not frozen. Relicanth for sure coming out here, so I might switch. Yep, Baton Pass is the perfect play. Covers. Dusclops also perfect. So we can rest talk here. I mean, we've already rested. We can just talk for a little bit. Oh, come on. Get the Seismic Toss? No, got the Willow. Unfortunate. Fire Blast comes out. We go for the Willow again. So I guess we have a choice now. We could Seismic Toss for the knockout, or we could rest up. We choose to rest up, which is probably the smart call. But he doesn't have many Fire Blasts left to use. Oh, that's pretty nice. Jinx is not dry skin, so we'll take it. And Dusclops handles Vileplume pretty well, I'd imagine. So I don't know how obvious that is, but could go for it. I just realized Dusclops definitely handles the Camerupt. I mean, oh, predicting the Ice Beam correctly. Nice. You could go Dusclops here. I don't quite remember how much the Ice Beam did to it, but decent amount. Sleep Powder into the Insomnia. Nice. Signal Beam does some decent damage to most things out there. Maybe not so much to the Relicanth, actually. So we could double back to Seeking if we really wanted to. I don't know that we have an answer for the Relicanth. This is my worry. In that same slot that the Tentacruel was in Game 1, there's something that we don't quite have an answer for. Baton Pass is a good call, so I have to go out to Dusclops here just in case he goes for the double Sleep Powder. He does not. Ooh. But I don't think Vileplume can do much to us, because I imagine it's Synthesis and Sludge Bomb. So Dusclops kind of handles it pretty nicely. I'd go ahead and just talk here. Goes for the burn again. That's too bad. But we do have enough health to live 2 attacks. Okay. And rest up again. So hopefully clicking Ice Beam here. Nice. Good click, good click. I might go back to Dusclops on this turn, but Jisoo doesn't, which is okay. Ariados comes out into the Synthesis. That's fine. We've got Signal Beam, we've got Sludge Bomb, we've got Baton Pass. So still a lot of options here. HP Fire does a decent amount to us, I'd assume. Could even be over half. Although I hope it's slightly under half. That would be my hope. And since Signal Beam does come with a small chance of confusion, it could be worth going for, but Sludge Bomb with its chance of poison is pretty good. Muck. Muck can't really do anything to Dusclops, right? I guess it could no Curse, but yeah, to Dusclops it can't really do anything. It would have to Curse up a few times, so we can Baton Pass. Oh, and we Spiderwebbed him into the Dusclops Baton Pass. Now, Sleep Talk works in a weird way in this gen, so I think Dusclops, even though it's been asleep for 2 turns, will still be asleep this turn because we clicked Sleep Talk before it switched out. And so I guess we go for the burn and then just Seismic Toss him a bunch. Oh, we missed the Will-O-Wisp. Come on. All right, we get it that time, though. That's nice. Now we can rest back up. And if I saw that correctly, oh, he does have Chesto Berry often, so he could be Resto Chesto here, which would be really bad for us. We're just hoping he's not that. But yeah, since we haven't seen his attack yet, he's probably Chesto Berry. We do get that burn. That's a nice burn, though. Hidden power is interesting. Okay. I don't think we can knock out the Muck, unfortunately. So I don't know what we want to do here. We could just, I mean, if we just keep clicking Seismic Toss, we're going to run out of tosses, right? So he can just keep resting up. So we have to think about what we want to do here. Like, it's possible that on this turn, when Muck wakes up, we switch out to something else. Predicting the rest, but no. The problem is he's got 16 rests, right? And we've only got 21 Seismic Tosses, with each rest taking up 3 Seismic Tosses. It's kind of bad. So we do have to switch at some point. The problem is it feels like we might not have a special attacker with a super effective move against Muck. I.e. no psychic attacks. Except that we do. This is really good now. We could potentially even Calm Mind. But I think just clicking Psychic basically wins the game here. Does it not? I mean, how much damage does Espeon do to Jinx? Yeah, and it could know HP Fire. Like, I feel like we just win. Oh no, no, the Calm Mind was so greedy. I don't think we win now. Well, I don't know how much 2 Psychics would have done to Relicanth. Yeah, so we needed the +1. Now 2 Psychics will knock him out. Or 1 crit will. Apom knocks us out with a double edge, so we have to switch out here. Oh, Baton passing out. Into the Metagross. Interesting, okay. No problem with raising its special defense. Oh, and it might know Psychic, too. That would be great. What's Muck's hidden power? It was neutral against Ghost. Ground. Oh, okay. I was going to say it has to be physical, but what could it be? Metagross is now in, like, great spot. I think we're going to win this. Like, Espeon is so good here. Don't want to jinx it because xGangg is also, like, unbelievably good, but the matchup here is pretty legit. Vileplume comes out. He does have HP Fire, but we do have a +1 special defense, so too bad. That full pair is hurting us, but oh, we get an explosion off? Nice. All right, we'll take that. If you're me, who are you sending out here? I don't know. Probably Apom. Probably Apom. Just because of the amount of damage it does. And because it's at least as fast as all of xGangg's. King comes out, which again is the right predict because Jisoo is so freaking good. Can't believe I get to be on this team. 3 pumps get muck. Ooh, close. I think he's baiting the... Oh, wow. Nice. Nice rain dance there. Because now what are you going to do? It's raining. There we go. Muck's gone. Hydro Pump might one-shot the Apom here. I mean, I'm staying in and just Hydro Pumping, right? I'm not going to go out into Dusclops. I could, but I'm not going to. Because with Espeon in the back, we're faster than his whole team. And if we get rid of this Apom, then we have the fastest 2 out there. Apom who can one-shot the Jinx. And then the Apom plus Espeon attack will take out the Camerupt. So an unfortunate paralysis there, but that's okay. Okay. I guess he's going to Baton Pass? Nope. We're going to Seismic Toss him, though? Okay, that's an unfortunate string of paralyses. Gee whiz. Yeah, I was worried with the paralysis on Metagross that it was going to end up just being fully paralyzed and useless. Okay, we can rest up here after it attacks us one time. Ooh. We tossed him again, but I think we're still okay. We gotta just stay in and bite the bullet here. Oh my goodness, we did not do that? I am very surprised. Oh my goodness. Oh no. He's gonna set up a sub again? Oh, maybe Apom can't hurt Dusclops. Maybe that's the deal? Double Edge Brick Break. Substitute Thunderwave. Ariados comes out here. It can't get put to sleep. Psychic probably doesn't one-shot us, so we might be able to one-shot it. Correct, correct. Corrects all around. Just go for a nice Sludge Bomb, I think. Oh, it actually doesn't really matter what attack we go for here. We could even go for Agility here if we wanted to. Yeah, I'd probably click Agility here. Because Ariados versus Camerupt. Still get him. Yeah. So probably click Agility here. Although Apom he could switch into Apom right now. Yep. So Sludge Bomb's the right call, and of course, Jisoo makes it. Another big crit, but Apom goes down. Jinx has to come out now. We just attack, and then I think Apom just wins. I think just 2 returns win it for us with Apom. Or even, like, if this doesn't knock out Jinx, Espeon cleans it up. And that should be it. Wow, and that muck was setting up, and I said, oh, geez, it doesn't look like we have a Psychic type. And then we had 2 Psychic types in the back to just end it. US Northeast advances into the semifinals. So you can stay tuned for another Gen 4 video coming out from us when we play next week. And in the meantime, thank you so much for enjoying the content, and I'll see you in the next video.